Well, this is the Makita bandsaw, portable bandsaw, model 2107F. I recently bought this and decided that I needed to make myself a stand for it because I had some projects that I had to do, and it was a little bit awkward trying to hand hold a portable bandsaw and cut small brackets. It just doesn't work. So what I did was I made this out of 1.5 inch square tubing for the post. These would be the post here, and across the top, and then at the bottom I used 1.5 inch channel. You can see that the end of the channel there where I welded it to. I had to notch a couple of notches in here for the handles of the bandsaw so that they would work. Let me flip that down. The two screws that you see are 6mm Allen head screws, and they go into two threaded holes that came in the Makita saw when I first got it. I noticed the holes in there that are already threaded, so 6mm hold it fine. And that's all that's basically holding the saw to the stand. I'll turn it around here. And on the back side, I welded a short piece of channel right here. The saw has a lug on it where my finger is, and that lug, there's no screw underneath or anything. The lug just sits down on the steel channel. Up here, I'll zoom in just a little bit here. You can see there is an aluminum bushing that I made there and one for over there. The 6mm screws go through those bushings, and the bushings are in there just to take up the space between the channel and the body of the saw. If I wanted to take the saw out of the stand, all I have to do is remove the two 6mm screws and the saw comes right out. The only modification I made to the saw itself was the table. It comes with a very narrow strip of metal, and it's just not workable for my purposes. So this one I made was 6 inches wide left to right, and 7 inches front to back would be the size of that table. This is just made out of a piece of 1/8 inch plate. I had some galvanized plate laying around and I used that. I just cut a saw slot in here. Now, I cut it with a plasma arc cutter. You can see the little circle at the beginning. But I just cut that in there, and it gives clearance on each side of the blade, which is fine. Right now I'm using a 14 tooth per inch blade. It's probably not in focus, but that works good for pretty coarse metal. I cut stuff up like this. You know, that thickness is what I've been doing lately, making some brackets and things. And of course, most people know how to operate these. You just flip this handle up, and that will loosen the tension on the blade, and then you can just pull the blade right off of there, and change blades or whatever you want to do. Okay, I'll cut this on and give you a demonstration of how it runs and what it sounds like. Okay, I cut the saw on here. Button's down on the side, and I'll pull the trigger, and then I'm going to press the button to keep it running continuously. And let me get a piece of steel here. That's just some light 3/4 inch, about an 1/8 inch thick steel strap. But you can see for cutting small brackets and things that I do quite a bit of that without the stand I really wouldn't be able to use this saw. It would be too dangerous trying to hold these small pieces. So this table works nice, and the saw really comes in handy. And again, if I ever want to take it out and use it on some pipe or something, or structural steel, just undo the 2 screws in the top and it comes right out, and I can take it and use it. Meanwhile, if I want to carry it somewhere, I just pick it up by the handle and walk off with it. It's real easy to move around. There's the bottom shot of it. Just 4 pieces of channel that I welded up, and I put some feet on the bottom of it with adjustable nuts. I threaded the channel and screwed the studs through there, and then into the top of it I just put lock nuts. So those feet are adjustable, they're not welded to the frame or anything. On the Makita, the cord happened to come out here right on the side, which is very handy. It's not in the way, and it's easy to, when I want to wind it up, I just wind it up and put it around the handle for storage. Okay, that's about it. It was very simple to make. There's not much to it. It took me about a half a day, including the paint job I put on it.